Joining us now is Tony Sage. He's CEO and Executive Chair of Critical Metals. Tony, welcome to Power Lunch. I'm glad you're here. Let's start with Greenland. When do you expect that operations, actually digging critical minerals out of the ground in Greenland, when will that start?
We hope to start construction in the third quarter next year. We've done a hell of a lot of work since we took over the project about 12 months ago. Before that, it was owned by a single individual. He spent about $50 million of his own money on it. I've never met anyone that's done that without public funds. So he got us off onto a great start. The license has already been issued, and only a few days ago we got our environmental approval. So we hope to break ground the third quarter next year. And it's a simple operation. The logistics is easy in Greenland. A lot of people don't think so, because you can see on your diagram there it's full of ice. But where we are in southern Greenland, it's quite temperate, only -5 Celsius in winter, to about 15 in summer. So we're in a very good spot right next to the water. The ore body is 250 meters away from the water. And usually in mining around the world, the biggest problem is logistics and distance to the port. Ours is very, very close. We don't even need to build a port. We just need a floating dock, because 400,000 years ago, the ice, when it retracted, it dug out these huge fjords, and it's 80 meters deep, only 2 meters from the shoreline. So we're in a very, very good position and hope to supply the world within 2 years.
I was going to say, when would then sale, assuming that timeline to begin, because right now there's nothing that's happening up there, correct? Right now you own the property, you've got some of the environmental approvals, but there's no actual digging of dirt at the moment, correct, Tony?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
So you got your timeline there. What would be a realistic timeline to begin selling some of these rare earth minerals or getting them recycled, refined for sale?
Yeah, because the ore body is homogeneous, it's very easy. As I said, we don't need to build a road, we don't need to build a railway line, don't need to build a port. We're going to have a floating dock. So I'd say it would be no more than 12 months from construction to selling product.
The bears might argue, why hasn't something already been done there? You referenced the previous owner. He put $15 million of his own money. You guys have bought that from him. Why now? Why wasn't anything done prior to when you and your team bought it and took it over?
I think mainly because of that. He was a single individual, 78 years old. He is an academic geologist, chemist, and he was interested in just creating this massive ore body, which it is. It's 4.7 billion tons. If we drilled the whole lot, it'd probably last 1,000 years. So it's a massive, massive deposit. I suppose because of him being by himself, number one. Number two, it's really only in the last 2 years that rare earths has become a very, very important commodity for the world.
Yeah, you got zirconium, tantalum, niobium. I'm not going to pretend to know exactly all the uses. I think I got a C- in high school chemistry. Tony, don't hold that against me. But tell us about it is a very ore-rich deposit. So tell us about what minerals are in there and what uses and sales they would have potential for.
Well, for example, gallium in the defense industry, hafnium. There's going to be probably 70 reactors, nuclear reactors, built around the world in the next 5 years. They need hafnium to keep the water cool. It's the only one that can withstand the heat. Then you've got dysporium. You can use that with smartphones all the way through to electric cars. Look, it's so important, this mineral. I like it to, in the 19th century, there was the gold boom. In the 20th century, it was oil. The first half of the 21st century is tech. But to run that tech, all those companies, NVIDIA, Tesla, SpaceX, needs these rare earths. And unfortunately, the West, to their own fault, has let China control over 90% of the world's rare earths in the processing and the mining, and also 80% of the lithium. So the whole of the green transition is really going to be decided by China. And when you have that much power, you have pricing power as well, and that's what's been happening over the last few years. And very good on the Trump administration that they've managed to get China to release some of these rare earth elements again, but it's a short-term fix.